Substitution on the field. Number 10, Rashford. Number 7,
Rijkaard.
Shevchenko. Number 4,
And it's Roberto
Dani
Carlos.
Olmo. Coming on the field.
And it's Rijkaard.
Number 20, Mbappe.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the
Number 19,
execution was lacking.
Yamal.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Donatoni. Jordan Henderson. Griezmann on 2 now and looking for 3. Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
McAllister gets a foot in here. Now it's Yamal. That's a nicely shaped ball. Can he finish? Henderson is there to clear.
Substitution.
Milan have a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Ferry, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Alvarez!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's had it taken off him. He's looking wide. Donatoni. For Xavi Alonso. Costa Curta. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Osimhen. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Alexander-Arnold. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Into the last 5 minutes. It's come to nothing. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Preston have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. Osimhen, looking to play him in. He's got away. Donatoni. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here, but being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He's making up the extra centre-half at times, as well as making those deep, long runs towards the box. I think a cracking player with a very disciplined game.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning heavily on him. Pinches it off him. A searching ball out wide. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. A lot of space ahead of him. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a good spell of possession. David Villa! wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's got away. Oh, he's found support out wide. David Villa has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Osim shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? And again. He's got a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, some astute defending there. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now it's Shevchenko, in with the challenge. Nicely weighted ball, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. No way through. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's picked it. And a chance! Very calmly anticipates. Griezmann. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Griezmann! It's bounced back off the post. Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Henderson wins the duel this time. Now it's Villa. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get up? Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control. Osimhen. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Tries to get it clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. So right back into the action. And this is Berbatov. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Pretty robust defending.
Silvestre, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He has found a way through. Henderson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now there's a fine ball. Kukçu. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Griezmann. Kukçu. Shevchenko to Messi. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Berbatov.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for the run. Kukçu receives it in. Kukçu! And a neat finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Milan may be down, but not out just yet. And it's Rijkaard. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Osimhen. Kukçu. Messi. Serginho cuts out the pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chance here to counter. Ferry makes the interception. Jordan Henderson has a look and plays it forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Villa. Lovely, now then.
Jordan Henderson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking for a runner. And nicely intercepted. Silvestre. Zubimendi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Takes a shot! Zubimendi. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now he's got space here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, can he get onto this? Shevchenko. And here's Berbatov.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a cute ball. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Kukçu. Silvestre. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot could... And the shot! And he hits the net! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6, Griezmann.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
It's a searching pass, neatly clipped into space. Shot, surely!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Alonso. Dani Olmo. Now it's Haaland. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. He is through here. Terrific! Oh, crossbar! And that could come back to haunt them.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
And he's been shifted off it. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. And the return pass. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Xabi Alonso. That is lovely.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That is good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xabi Alonso. And that will be the final act. Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Donatoni demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volume.
It's Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rodri. And it's Bale. And that's going right the way across. Cafu. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And here's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. That is a crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's...
There's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Jordan Henderson. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Figo. Cafu.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Belletti. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Figo. Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. Nedved. And here's Suarez. It's a promising position. Figo crosses. Griezmann. It's a searching pass. Roberto Carlos looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Nice bit of trickery, and he's managed to get free. In it comes. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that is a little undercooked. Figo. He's found a way through. Now here's the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now, what about a counter-attack? 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Suarez. And no, that was never going to make it. Griezmann. And it's Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Roberto Carlos. Nicely spread. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. And here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And the finish! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Vito Hollyhock really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. This is the time you need that pace.
Donadoni makes a dash for it. He is through here. Lovely, now then. Nedved is always looking to play quality balls. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And it's Nedved. This might spell danger. Bigo has the space to scheme.
Vito Hollyhock clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now he's got space here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well played and well cleared.
Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. No, he refuses to take the bait. Cafu. And here's Suarez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Bale. He's got away. And it's Rodri. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's picked it up out wide. Figo delivers.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look...
Takes a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Donadoni under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Nedved. Jordan Henderson. Rijkaard. Nedved pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Goes forward. Osimhen might just make this. Pelé. Spread it left. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. There's the shot! Nedved. Cross goes in there. And he's managed to get rid. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Towering header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. And here's Donatoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. He might be in here! No, he's not getting past him there. Tries one from range! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
It's a pretty loose pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. And it's been hooked away. And smartly reclaimed. He shifted it to the flank. Pass is just off target. Zanetti. Oh, terrible pass. And it's Griezmann.
Colorado Springs really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass somewhat off target. Nedved never out of the action for very long.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away? He is through here! And the ball is out of play. Now it's Donatoni. Thuram carries the ball down the right. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. And he's gone backward here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Zanetti drives forward on the overlap. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pele. He's having a shot! Oh no, what has happened here? Can he finish? And that has fair fizzed.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Thinks about the shot. Chance for a shot! Superb goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A first breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Looking for options for movement. Good to Ibrahimovic! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are and that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their...
A header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, good spread. David Villa. He's cut it out. Zanetti. Cruyff. Now it's Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's had it nicked away. He's a sharp little ball here. And he plays one through. That is a brilliant interception. Cruyff. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Thuram. Great vision. And this is Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff's cross. Here comes another cross. And he shoots! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A case now of complete control. Vieira. Messi wriggles his way through, looking for the run, and there's green grass ahead. He's had a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Colorado Springs are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Number 7, Ibrahimovic.
Oh, good fly!
Johan
Decent
Cruyff.
attempt, but not
Coming on
quite
the
good
field,
enough.
Number 80, Ronaldinho. Number 19, Shevchenko. Number 16, Fermin.
Time and again they are
Substitution.
repelled. Cannavaro. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. Ronaldinho tries to pass it through, and it's been played through. Oh, now he can run away with it. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pelé with the foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shot it goal! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Could move up a gear here. And it's Belletti. Osimhen. He's dealt with that really well. And a chance! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on... Great chance! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And he's taking no chances there. That's destined for the flank. Now the chance! Zanetti. Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Colorado Springs, palpably stronger, better, superior. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. That's an excellent interception. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there.
Minutes has been indicated.
And the finish! Just too high. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Donatoni. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim,